Hey gang, this is Andy over at the Facebook Live TV show using BeLive.tv. Currently in the talk show version. There's three versions now of BeLive, and right now I'm in the talk show version. I'm going to go ahead and put the link here. Where to go? Oh, copied. Yeah, copied link. Now I think I can paste it here. So if you want to come on, just let me know that you want to come on. And it should go out there live right now. It should. There we go. So that's if you want to go on live. Go ahead and click on that if you want to get on live. We're just going to talk about a couple things here really quick. I'm just now watching. I don't know if anybody that's watching is an LA Kings fan, but Bob Miller has been the voice of LA Kings for 44 years. Just watching that. So if you see a little tear in my eye, it's just that last night was his very last broadcast when the Kings played the Ducks. Just so I'm not sure if I could watch Kings without Bob Miller, being the voice of the LA Kings. He has always been the announcer other than this year. Last year he had a heart attack, and so he had some time off, but he just broadcast a lot two final things. And so that brings me to those legends that you need to watch. If you're going to be doing Facebook Live TV shows, you really need to begin to watch those people that really that you may feel connected to, that you may think you might want to emulate. I'm hesitating because I don't want you to necessarily copy them, right? And so we want to be careful. It's just like anybody else, like anybody that is successful or anybody that's made a huge footprint in your niche that you want to watch. You want to see who they are. You want to see what it is that they do that allows them to be successful, and you want to understand what it is that they do to be successful. But you want to be careful that you don't copy. If you are a life coach, of course, you want to watch what Tony Robbins does, but you don't want to be Tony Robbins because you can't. You don't have that voice that talks like this. You're not this tall or however tall he is. You probably don't jump on a trampoline before you go out on stage. So there's some things that you're probably not going to do, but you definitely want to know what he does to capture his audience. How does he speak? What is it he does in the structure of his conferences that allow people to connect with him and that kind of stuff? So again, watching Bob Miller, the greatest announcer in hockey. I know it's hockey in California. I know that doesn't make any sense, but he really is one of the best in that particular area. Another person I think is fantastic to listen to as far as interviews. Some of you may not like his show, but Howard Stern, it may be one of the world's greatest interviewers of people. He has people on for up to an hour with no commercials, and interviews them and gets them to open up and talk about things that they might not normally talk about. And so in the way that he does it, the way he gets these conversations started is just amazing. And so that's who I really like to watch in regard to just learning that ability to connect with people, to interview people, to get information that your audience wants to hear. It's not to get them to say something that's going to be controversial necessarily, but you want them to also be authentic, and you want to be authentic, and to have a conversation that people really, really want to listen to and connect to is a great way to go. So the very first thing I want to talk about is that your sound is really key, and I'm testing out a brand new microphone. And I think it's fairly new to the market too, because I have not seen it before, but it's called the Shure MV88. You can see it right there. We can bring it a little bit closer. Yeah, the Shure MV88. That's the box that it comes into. I got it at the Apple Store. And it comes into a nice little case like this. Let me see if I don't want to show it against my black shirt. But it comes in this nice little case that you unzip. And when you open it up, it looks like this. So you get your mic out. And it comes with, obviously, so I got to get off the black shirt there. It comes with this sock, and you just pull it off. And this is what it looks like. And it connects right to your phone, your smartphone. So here's the smartphone. It goes right there into the, what is that called? Firewire? Oh, sorry. In this case, unlike, what's the other mic that I have? I have another mic that I use that you don't have to take off the, it is called, the other one I use is the Video Mic Me. By who makes the Video Mic Me? I already forgot. Anyway, I had some static on that one. Gosh darn it, I forget. It's not saying on here. Anyway, you guys know that I've used it if you've been watching this for a while. But with the Shure mic, you have to take off your cover because it doesn't allow for the thickness of your cover. You then will connect the mic to your Firewire connector, and then you can see that you can then bend it up, and now it'll be facing you. Now there's an app on the phone that you get, the Shure app, and it'll allow you to decide whether you want the directional to where you're speaking, and it'll deaden out any surrounding sounds. I've tested it, works really well. I put the radio on, and then I pointed this at me, and I've spoken, and you can barely hear, even if the volume is the same as the volume coming out of my mouth. It actually cuts down the surroundings noise and then concentrates on the directional. And then you can set up so that it does have the multi-directional, so it's more of the captures every sound that's around you. And so you do that all in the app. You can then edit it in the app and then send it out as a separate audio file. So I'm really enjoying this. I've been testing it out, and we'll do some further tests so that you can hear what it sounds like. And I would have done that today, and I would have ran a simulcast with my phone on Facebook Live. But since the most recent update of Facebook and the iOS operating system, my Facebook Live crashes on my phone. Every time I try to go live for the last 3 days using Facebook Live on my phone, it crashes, and I don't have the ability to go live on my phone right now. So waiting for another update and see if that fixes it. But I've turned it off. I've deleted the app. I've uploaded the app. I've signed back in. I've done everything. And still yet, when I open up the Facebook app, when I push the go live button, it crashes and it's dead. So I can't run a test right now on my phone, but I can do video recording, and I can do audio recording using the Shure microphone, and it is fantastic. It is really working really well. So we got that going out for us. Again, I'm testing the new Be Live talk show format. And again, if you want to come on and test it, just click on that link that I put on there. And I understand that some people don't have their video cameras ready and their mics ready and that kind of stuff. But if you wanted to, you can click on that. Just let me know that you're going to do it. That way I can go ahead. Hey, Mark, how are you, Mark? You've been doing so much stuff. I've been traveling so crazy. It seems like that everybody that I know that I want to watch live, which includes Mike and Dean and Molly, who else? You got Yael, who's going live. We got Charmaine that goes live. You got Renee Banuelos, and you got Andy over at 22 Social. And who else do I like to watch? You got, oh my gosh, so many people. And now I'm going to be mad that, and they're going to be mad that I didn't mention them. But every time they're going live, I'm either getting on a plane or getting ready to go into a courtroom to testify or getting ready to go to the gym or something. It's like every time they have some great training. Like tomorrow, Renee is having some great training with 22 Social, and it's right at 3:30. And when do I pick up my kids? At 4 o'clock. So I'm going to be driving to where I pick up the kids, and then about everybody takes a couple minutes before they really get into the content. The moment he gets into the content is when the kids are going to be getting in the car. So now I have to remember to watch the replays. So I don't know what it is. So I try to sign on as long as I can. You got Mario also, who loves to go live, and that was on just a little while ago. And of course, I was getting ready for this, so I couldn't go live and see what he's doing. But so many people going live and doing some really good stuff. Some of you really need to make sure your mics are working. I have seen some pros that I respect, and they go live, and their sound sounds like they're in the bathroom. Right, so be careful. Hopefully, my sound is good right now. I don't want to be a hypocrite, but you want to make sure that your sound is good. And now I got this new background that I'm testing out. I was thinking about going with this background. Where's the other one? I'm going to change it. Oops, wrong setup. Hold on. I was going to change my background here. Hold on. Where is it? There we go. To this red curtain. What do you like better? You like the red curtain? It looks like I'm getting ready to go on stage in vaudeville. Or do you like the blue starburst? Or do you want me to go back to my my field with the sun that looks like I'm shining? Oh, Led Zeppelin. How do you like the Led Zeppelin? Let me go back to my star. Right now, I'm feeling starish. So don't be a star. So some of the things that have been going on, I am telling you, it is so crazy. I'm so backlogged in training that I have to give you guys that there's just so much going on. As I've been traveling, I've been testing equipment out. I've been testing third-party applications. One of the things I have a really great time joining right now or testing right now is the, oh my gosh, it is called Manny. Hold on, I'm going to go off camera. Stand by. I got to get my other computer up and running here. It is Manny. It's Manny something, Manny message, Manny blah, blah, blah. I should know, but I'm going to be doing training in it tomorrow. I know how to use it. I just don't know the name of it. Hold on. It is called Manny Chat. It's called Manny Chat. Sorry. And that is the one I've been testing. I'm going to tell you guys about when you text in. So right now you can test it out. You can type in the room. Oh, thank you, Mark. Or Sheila. Sheila likes Blue Star. I know. I like the Blue Star too. It looks really cool. I think I might be going with this for a while. And I love blue. Obviously, you guys know I love blue. So what I want you to do is if you're in the Facebook Live TV show, Facebook page, and I want you also, if you're watching this from Experts News Network or the Mastermind Retreat that we run, oh my gosh, the Mastermind Retreat coming up in May. If you are not a member of the Mastermind, you are missing out. We're going to Victoria, British Columbia. We have so many things planned. We have so many guests. We have some new members. You guys got to get there. We have 2 slots left. If you're not a member of the Mastermind group, you got to get in. If you're watching this, you're already a Mastermind in our group. We are going to have a blast. We have had some really good masterminds in the past, whether it's been in Yosemite or Carmel or where else? Just everywhere. There's been other places. Where have we been? We've been all over the place. Colorado, Costa Rica. It's been amazing. But this one is the one you are going to want to be at. It costs no more than the rest, but we're going to have so much more content. We have new guests. We have new members. You got to go. So anyway, didn't mean to get all excited about that. But what I want you to do right now is test this, is type in the word hero. So in the comment, type in hero, H-E-R-O, type in H-E-R-O, hero, and you should get a message in Messenger from me. And this is a new bot that I've been testing out and working on, not as much as I've wanted to because I have been busy, thanks to all the tools that I use, all the things that I teach. They're working, and it's kind of that weird thing, right? You want to learn, the right process and the right systems and use the right third-party applications to generate revenue, right? And so in the testing over the last 3 or 4 years of me doing this, writing #1 bestsellers, getting to know a little bit about Infusionsoft, getting to know a little bit about ClickFunnels, to TPNI, to LiveLeap and Mimo Live and OBS and all these things, right? You've been crowd grabbers. I just see that I'm frozen here. Hopefully my internet is got a good connection. But it's one thing to use it and then to generate some income and then teach people about it, but does it work? And the answer is yes. Not all of them work great. Some of them have lousy support, but there's some that work perfectly for me, and to the point where I am so crazy busy that I was not planning on being this busy when I set up some of my special training that I got going on. But the good news is what's happening is going to be great, because I'm going to tell you what has exactly been working, because now I have been just crazy. So let's just get started. And if you haven't tested yet, that's a bot. When the system sees that you typed in the word hero into comment, it'll send you a pre-existing message that will send you, and then at some point, as I set these up, then you can have some messages that respond after that. You can actually ask people to ask a question and say, it'll say in the messenger, hey, thanks for watching the show. What is it that I can help you with? Or are you interested in live Facebook Live TV shows? Answer yes or no. And then when you put yes, then an automatic message will come up that will then lead you to possibly like the elite program. If you say no, then I would have another message that says, well, why not? Because Facebook Live is maybe one of the best ways to connect with your audience or something like that. So I don't have that set up now. I'm just telling you what the potential is and what the possibilities are. But I'm going to be doing training in live tomorrow at noon. So live tomorrow at noon in the private group for the Facebook Live Producers Group. If you're not a member, if you type HERO into the comment section, you'll get a link so that you'll be able to join the group. It's only $9 a month, and that's cheap. Again, because not only for the stuff that I already have in there, you can just watch videos and it'll be worth it to you just to watch some of the videos and some of the training I've already put in there. But in the future, what we have going on, it's going to be darn well worth it because right now I know what is working because it's working perfectly for what I have going on right now. I get a call a day for somebody to hire me for my retainer fee, which is not cheap. And I've been getting that. That's been happening now for the last 3 or 4, right, about 2 months. For the last 2 months, almost going on to the 3rd month. It's consistently, almost daily, getting somebody contacting me, calling me and asking me where they can send the check. Not that I have to sell them, not that I have to do anything with them. They're getting my app, right? I have an app that I send them. They see some of the videos that are in there. I have people that go to my personal website, which is on Falco Jimenez .com. Let me type it in there if you guys want to go there and see what I got going on. And it purposely does not, and I know that I ran into this when I was on an interview last week with somebody. I think it was on Mario. Mario suggested that you always have a a lead magnet, an opt-in on your website. And I think that's mostly true. Now, I've been learning from some experts like Mike Filsame and Andy Jenkins, and who else? There was somebody else that mentioned that when you have Mike Koenigs, I think, when you have a website that is meant for mostly people to hire you to speak on stage, is that you may want a website that they go to that doesn't have a bunch of salesy stuff on there, because remember that sometimes people don't want you selling from the stage. Now, if they are seeking after you to be a speaker on their stage, they want to feel comfortable that you're not going to go on there and try to sell their audience a bunch of stuff. And so I think that's one of the strategies behind not having a bunch of opt-ins and sell stuff and buy my book, buy my product, buy my service on this one Facebook page where you're going to send people. So my AndyFalcoJimenez.com Facebook page just talks about me being a speaker, about it being an expert, and I think there's one option to buy a book on there if you want to. You can click on it; it'll send you the book. But to mostly keep it in a way where people do not feel like they're being sold to. So that way, if you're giving that link to people that hire people to speak on stage, or that maybe want you on television, you want to have something that's fairly free of salesy language and pop-ups and that kind of stuff. And so it's been working out. And so that's also what you'll get on my app that I send you. That has that website on there. It also has training videos and that kind of stuff. So if you want to begin understanding what it is that we are doing here and those things that are working for me, I'm speaking on stage in just a couple weeks in Long Beach. I'll be using, and they've added. So I was originally asked to speak at 1 hour and a half or something like that moment on stage. Well, after they saw my stuff and I'm not sure what else happened. I think a couple emails back and forth. They decided, hey, can you speak on a second one? Can you schedule you for another talk? Not to necessarily the same group, but they have so many people coming that they actually have 2 sessions where they can invite other people that weren't able to attend the first session. So then about 2 weeks ago, what do? They contact me and say, you know what? There's some great demand and people have learned that you're going to be there. We're going to add a 3rd session. So I got 3 1.5 to 2 hour sessions that I'm speaking at this event in Long Beach. And again, it comes from not me being a fantastic speaker. God knows that I struggle with words, spelling, and struggle with some equipment every so often, have some flub ups and things like that. So it's not about that, right? And it's about being authentic. It's about how you sell yourself as an expert. And so I have the videos, have the membership sites, I have the 6 number one best-selling books, 3 of them international, and that is what gets you these opportunities and people calling you and asking where they can send the check when you don't have to even sell. I don't have to say, what is it? Ed says, are you ready to get started? They call me ready to get started because they've already seen my stuff. And so you're a stud. No, I'm not a stud. I'm telling you, it is Mike Koenigs, Pam Hendrickson. It is you, Mark. It is who else? John North, who I look at and watch what they're doing and say, you know what? I need to do that. Mark, the only thing I need to do when I fall is I need to dress a little bit better. My Led Zeppelin t-shirt probably is not the most professional, but no. I shun the word, what you just said, because I'm merely taking what all of you are doing and then using it for me and what works for me. And I've tried other stuff that doesn't work, right? That's not to say, so if I have 10 things that I've tried in the last 2 years, I got 4 or 5 that are working for me really, really well, and refining those down and using those more consistently and really beginning, except for Infusionsoft, which I got to get rid of because I just don't use it. I don't know how to use it. It's a great product, great company, I'm sure, but it's not for me. So I need to shed stuff like that. Hey, Mario, even though he's saying hi to Mark. Hey, Mario. Yeah, you should wear a KISS shirt there, Mark. But again, I have 10, let's just say 10. I know that it's probably more, 10 to 15 things that I've used. I got products I purchased that I've watched maybe 2 videos of, and there's like 25 videos in them. I got stuff, right? We all have stuff that we bought. Sometimes we use, sometimes we don't. But I'm telling you, I'm really learning how to use the 4 or 5 things that are working for me consistently and really going to use those in a higher level than what I'm currently doing, because on the minimum level, they're just killing it. Like I said, just getting those phone calls and those emails and calls to the office and saying, we need Andy to do this kind of stuff. Hey, Mario. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm really going to be focusing on those things. And I think this new bot that I use, and I know Mario has one of his own, just really seems to work really well. And it's led already to 2 or 3 conversations with people that probably are going to end up as clients of mine, just from using this one simple bot. And I'm not getting a lot of responses, right? So, and that's sometimes what we hear all the time, right? We hear a little, would you like 1,500 more people in your Facebook group? Would you like, 10,000 more people on your list and all that kind of stuff? And although that is attractive and sounds great, I will take 3 people that are willing to pay my retainer fee this week. I'll just take 3. I don't need 10,000. I don't need 15,000. I need 3 people that I want to work with, because I've already just, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell you this other story in a minute, but just 3 people that really have an intense desire to move forward and to go to the next level and to do that next thing. And I have the things that I know that have worked for me. Now, I also have the other things that I don't use that I know will work for other people, right? And so I'll use those. I also have people in my life like Mario and Mark and John North and Everett O'Keefe and a number of other people that I can't think of, Carrie Smith, that I know that they can do things that I can't do. So I have enough people in my circle that when I get to a point where somebody asks me, hey, can you do this? Like Infusionsoft. Can you do Infusionsoft? No, I can't. But somebody on my team does. Why do I? Who is on my team? Anybody in my mastermind group, right? Carrie Smith is in my mastermind group. She is a certified Infusionsoft person. I don't know what they call them, but they're certified. And she would be the person that would say, if somebody comes to me and says, hey, can you do Infusionsoft? Yes. I have a member of my team who's very versed in Infusionsoft. And let's just set up a time that we can do a call to find out what it is you need. We'll make sure that my Infusionsoft expert is available, and we'll get you connected. If she's not available, I know that I can call Infusionsoft and find somebody else that I can connect with. So keeping those avenues of communication open with other people and going first to my mastermind group, the masters, we've all helped each other with some aspect of business, whether it's help, in writing a book, or if it's sending a customer or client somebody's way, or what have you. The masters are the people. We have 35 people in there, and they all have their own expertise in various things. And so I can almost guarantee that there's somebody in there that can cover a base that I cannot cover, which is a lot, a lot of bases, not just 3 bases and home plate. I know what you mean. So much stuff. Can you believe I have ties I haven't worn before? Yes, I do believe that, Mario. I think you have suits you probably have not worn before. I'm guessing that you. Yes, yes, I believe it. I don't know. I think I might have some T-shirts. I have some T-shirts that I've gotten at some events that I've never worn before. That's for sure. So, you know what? I was going to put the link in for the Shure mic here. Let me put a link in. Hold on. Let me just grab it. So let's put in here in the chat the Shure mic. I really like it so far. It has worked really well on all the recordings I've done. I've not been able to test it on Facebook Live because, like I said before, my Facebook Live causes my Facebook app to crash on my phone. It just does not work anymore. So Farfignugan, Alexa Design. What is that? Alexa Design. Is that?
I can't find the answer to the question.
Sorry, Alexa. Did that come up as Alexa Design? That's interesting. Because that is, let me see what it says there. Yep. Hey, click on that and let me know if it goes to the Shure digital stereo condenser microphone. I love it. Like I said, it sounds so great. My daughter and I tested it over the weekend, and it's fantastic. I love the sound. I didn't get the static that I did to do it. Translation. Be sure to do it. Be sure to do it. Is that what you meant to write? Maybe Mario. No, I can't find it. But anyway, the other mic had static. If you guys were, let's see, I put on a video in You Everywhere Now, I believe, and using the other mic. And yes, there was a little bit of static. It just wasn't working very well. But I do, in fact, love the Shure mic. And I love to have good sound. I love to test out anything that's involving audio and making sure it works and to pass it on you, because the sound is so extremely important. All right, so make sure you're not one of those other guys that, again, a lot of messages from Molly Mahoney right now, because we both love this new message bot that we're using. And again, it's already bringing in some people that are going to probably be doing business here in a short period of time. So right now, if you missed it, type in the word hero in the comment section. Hero in the comment section, and you will see that I'll have a link that comes up that will send you to signing into the producers group, again, which is only $9.99, so you can find it there. And again, I'm just testing a couple things right now and making sure that it works properly, because I'm going to go whole hog and try to have one available. It does require that you schedule, and I'll tell you that bit, it does require that you schedule your Facebook Lives. And so in order to have the bot, you have to be able to schedule your Facebook Lives. But in our training tomorrow at noon, so tomorrow at noon in the Facebook Live producers group, I'll make sure to do one in the Create It, Launch It, Profit private group also. I'm going to do some training showing you how to use the bot, what it takes to do it, and how easy it is to set up and get it going. And we'll even do some testing with it tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow at noon, Pacific Standard Time, you are going to want to be there. Tomorrow I have a couple other broadcasts planned, and one of them has to do with confidence. I just ran into, did some work for an attorney who lacked confidence, and I just learned some stuff. I learned some stuff, and I'm going to make sure and be talking about that tomorrow. I think I'm going to be doing that at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll be doing that and simulcasting on all of our platforms tomorrow. And if you know anybody that's struggling with confidence and how it is they speak on camera and how they carry themselves and their body language and their voice and that kind of stuff. We want to talk about this tomorrow. There's some stuff. Oh my gosh, it was so important for me to hear from somebody who struggles with confidence in the way that she struggles with confidence, and she's an attorney. And we were going against another attorney who was not suffering in confidence. As a matter of fact, he may have had too much confidence. So tomorrow at about 2 o'clock, I think it is, we have it scheduled. We're going to be talking about confidence, but at noon in the private groups of first in the Facebook Live producers group, we're going to be going live, and I'm going to be training you on how to use this bot. And then right after that, I'll be going to the Create It, Launch It, Profit private group and doing the same thing. So if you're not a member of either one of those, just go ahead and type in hero into the message, into the comment section. You'll get a private message from me that have a link that will show you how to get connected so you can be in the private group tomorrow. All right. Oh, I see Mario and Mark typed in hero. They're obviously just testing it. I think we already have them in our groups there, but that's good. Just let me know if it works. And again, I love to test things because I've already given you the name now. That means that it's already starting to work. But one of the problems I've had in the past, and I mentioned this before, is that I get excited for something, I tell somebody about it, and then it's not good. Either the support sucks or the app is kind of hit and miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I want to thoroughly begin to test things out. I learned my lessons. It only takes me about 4 or 5 times to get kicked in the head, and then I change my ways. And so I'm glad you guys are testing it. Make sure if you have any hiccups and it doesn't work for you, let me know. I really appreciate it. And I really do appreciate all you guys that watch my shows on a regular basis, Mario and Mark and all the others that tend to watch and pay attention to what's going on here. But the Shure mic for me right now is a hit. I do like this Shure mic. It's quick to add on. The way that you can set it up so that it works perfectly for what it is you want is fantastic in the app. It's easy to use. I just got a brand new GoPro. I don't know if you know, but I had some of my cameras and stuff stolen back in November, and so I had to replace a couple of cameras. And so I did not go GoPro in the beginning. I went to Sony small action cam. I really liked it, but so many people have been using GoPros for so long, and GoPro has so many accessories that I thought, well, let's go with GoPro and let me see how it works, and I will test it out. So I just got one of those the other day, and I'll be running some tests and seeing how I can utilize it here in not only the live broadcast, but to enhance the live broadcast and with some really cool pre-recordings. I already put it on my son's motorized electric car that runs over the grass and jumps over jumps and that kind of stuff. That was pretty cool. I was hoping it didn't break my camera on the very first day I had it, but it survived, and it looks pretty good. All right. Cool way to send messenger. Good. All right, guys, that's it. So I just want to make sure and remind you, tomorrow at noon in the private group, Pacific Standard Time, we'll be teaching you all there is that you need to know about using the bot, what it is that you need to do to have it all set up so that it works properly for you, and making sure that it really does work for you really well. And then we are going to also be talking about a little bit about confidence later on in the afternoon, about 2 o'clock. And so we're going to definitely make sure and talk about that. We have some friends and family walking through the door right now that you hear some squeaking going on. And it could be my coffin opening by the sound of it. And by who's walking through the door. All right, so that's it. Get your Shure mic. It's the MV88. You're going to want to check on that link that I put up there. But yeah, it's right there. It's https://alexa.design. And then you see right there. So click on that. That'll send you to the Amazon page where you can find that mic. I would highly recommend it. And I highly recommend coming back tomorrow at noon on the producers group so that we can show you how to use the bot that you can have people type in a word and it sends a message to their Facebook Messenger. So that'll be really cool for you. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Thank you to Mark and Mario and all the rest of you that may be on that I can't see right now. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye. And goodbye.